let's move on to our Rookie of the Year predictions to wrap up our show. And I want to thank you all for coming on this far. It's been a really fun discussion. So let's wrap it up by just highlighting some people that we believe will be good. I don't actually have your rookies here, so I'm just going to start with mine, and then let's go one at a time. I'm going straight biased. I'm going with my son, Ghost Jarrett, as my prediction for Rookie of the Year. Ghost has been playing since he was about 12 at our site. He's the only rookie on the Loveland Phoenix. He has worked his butt off. He has been a complete team player, a cheerleader for us, and he's actively innovating his roles. We're all very proud of him, and I think he can win this award because there will be games, I predict, where it doesn't look like our team does much of anything, and Ghost alone shows that he's enough to take out a team. He's a very talented player. I don't think it's going to be getting carried by his team that'll get him this award. I think he'll completely earn it on his own.
Yeah, he's super good.
Yeah, he's a very good player. If I can get into my prediction for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, go ahead, Aiden.
I think that like by merit, the Rookie of the Year is Jarrett. I think making it onto the A team for your debut Nats is very impressive, and I think he earned that spot on the team. But my prediction for Rookie of the Year is actually going to be Strikva, as far as my prediction for who will win it. And that's because Strikva is a very impressive player, and I think he's going to shine more. I think he brings so much value to his team, and he adapts so well that it's not a matter of like playing for yourself and flexing your own points or anything. I think it's just a matter of like, I think Jarrett will do his job, and he has a role on that team. And I think he'll play very consistently, and he'll have some strong games. But I really feel like Strikva has the ability to just flip odds on their head. I think he has the ability to go into a game and people will be like, "Oh yeah, there's no way Loveland B can beat, you know, Snuffles Commander or Snuffles Heavy," and then all of a sudden Strikva goes in and just pulls some crazy play out of thin air, maneuvers so well. He's really good at playing around his team and understanding where his teammates are and where his support is, that he's able to snowball those leads that he generates from his successful plays and convert them into wins. And I think that that is going to be so powerful for them. And I think it's going to be something that people see a lot of throughout the tournament. So that's my prediction.
I think the two obvious ones are Ghost and Strikva. But for me, I also had Strikva is my pick. Purely because I agree with basically everything Aiden said. I think because he's on the B team, he has more of a chance to shine versus the A team. Because Ghost, as good as he is, he's going to be surrounded by people who are just as good, if not better than him. Whereas Strikva, I do think, is probably the best player on the Loveland B team. And so that'll give him the chance to shine. As well as, from what I understand, he is most likely locked into playing Commander, possibly Heavy. Whereas with Ghost, I'm not sure if he's playing Commander or Scout or a mix of both. So I think that could also sway it depending on what Ghost plays.
Just to mention Strikva real quick, that's not my pick, but when we were at the Mega Members Night, I found myself calling his name out the most of like, stop shooting me. Because he was just coming up the ramps, downstairs, leaning over the walls. Like, he's just everywhere in the arena. This dude runs everywhere.
He's a hungry player. He's always looking for something. And even in the most dire situations, he's looking for what can I do? Where can I go? How can I do something?
That being said, my pick is Azra. I think the in-game progress she's made is like vast. Every single time we go see or play, or she travels and plays with us somewhere, the leaps of improvement have been just absolutely massive. And even just reffing their games, you can hear the in-game command that she has over the arena, but also watch the like influence that she has, especially on third. I think with her little like crouch walk or the movements around like chamber and stuff like that, I think it's really impressive to watch. And for a player that's come so far so fast, the like Ghost and Strickfa shine a lot in the 3-hit roles and the scout roles, being really forward, really frontline, where I think Azra can shine in all roles. She's probably my favorite leveling player to play resupply with, just due to like I don't have to say anything. They just know what they're doing at all times. So that is like pretty much a perfect player that I always want to have on my team.
I also
I'm
think
loving that pick. I like Strickva absolutely. I agree that he will have chances to shine above a lot of other players, and a lot of people really like Finale as a team, so they're going to be cheering for him to do those board flips. But I would love to see Azra win Rookie of the Year. I want to say you all should see the work that she's putting in behind the scenes, the extensive team meetings that she's leading, the one-on-one talks she has with all of her players, the notes she takes, the adjustments that she tries to make. I mean, she is working with all rookies, and it's a situation where synergy isn't supernatural for a lot of these players. I mean, the Three Musketeers, Judah, Strickva, and Azra, they all work really well together inherently, but Azra's really had to build this from the ground up as a rookie herself. I'm very proud of her, and I would love for that to be recognized over what will probably most likely be recognized, which is like someone going off as a 3-hit, which is still a really important part of the game, and it's very impressive, but she deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah. She also is very well practiced in an almost lost art in resupply, which is shielding the medic. I feel like in recent tournaments, you know, I would say it might be a little lazy, but there's a lot less shielding the medic. A lot of teams will keep the medic up to try and have them help defend themselves. Azra has been practicing a lot of putting the medic down to get them to safety rather than rolling the dice. And that actually contributes to the team a lot. They have a tendency to draw games out for a while. And sometimes that's able to make the difference in a match. If you're able to draw a game out and really thrive in a losing circumstance, to really narrow that gap that you have to overcome. So very interested to see the performance, especially in the back line. And I think there's definitely a lot of players on that team to be very impressed with. They played very well for rookies, and they are all picking up a lot of skills and techniques and ideas that are going to help the team a lot throughout the tournament.